Let us take up the concept of vibrations of a body. Let me just give you a few examples here. Let us consider there is a rod. That rod is now fixed at one end. Now I have taken the other end and I have just pulled that one and left it, so that the rod oscillates now. When it is oscillating like this, surely we will be finding the formation of stationary wave like this. That free end you will be finding the formation of an antinode, and at a fixed end we will be finding the formation of a node. In fact, every one of us we are aware of, at node the pressure is going to be maximum and displacement is minimum. Similarly, at antinode the pressure is minimum and displacement is maximum. And we in fact know distance between two alternate nodes or alternate antinodes. That is what we call it as wavelength lambda in the case of a standing wave or a stationary wave for that matter. Therefore, if I consider the geometric length of this rod as L, then that value is now going to be lambda by 4 according to the concept of a stationary wave. So, what I can write in this case is, when L is equal to lambda by 4, then what would be the wavelength of the wave thereby produced? That is now going to be 4 times the geometric length of that rod. So, this is one example where you find the basic mode of its vibration, like one node, one antinode. Let us just take the same example with a slight difference now. Same rod we are considering, but the rod is fixed in the middle. As usual, the geometric length of the rod will be L only. There is no change in that same rod I have told you. So, when we just make it fixed in the middle and make this one oscillated or vibrated with respect to this point, then we find one antinode is formed at this free end, another antinode is formed at the other free end, and in between these two, wherever it is permanently fixed like there, we will be finding the formation of a node. So, we are observing now one node and two antinode formation. And what is its length according to the concept of a stationary wave? Antinode to immediate next antinode, that is lambda by 2. So, we now can write that the geometric length L is equal to lambda by 2. Therefrom, lambda of the wave produced is going to be 2L. So, this is the second example what we can understand how the stationary wave is being formed in the case of a fixed rod. Let us take one more example this way. Same rod, that means the same in geometric length L only, but it is now fixed at two different positions in such a way that these three lengths are going to be equal. These segments whatever we are finding, 3 segments we are observing here in the figure, all the 3 segments have identical lengths like. Now, when I just make this one vibrate, then surely we will be finding at this free end we will be getting an antinode formation. At the other end also, which is free, another antinode will be formed over here, and one node is expected here and one node is expected here. No doubt 2 nodes are going to be formed there. But 2 nodes can never exist unless there is an antinode in between those 2. So, that is a logical concept. Thereby, we will be finding a complete loop formation in between these 2 nodes. That means another antinode is going to be formed in between. So, totally how many nodes are formed we can identify here? 2 nodes. And how many antinodes are being formed? 3 antinodes. If I once again take the geometric length of this rod as L, that now is going to be lambda here. Why? Because antinode to alternate antinode. 2 successive antinodes is lambda by 2. 2 alternate antinodes is lambda. Thereby, the total length, that is the geometric length, is equal to the wavelength of the wave thereby produced in it. So, these examples will definitely make us understand when can there be a node formation. When can there be a node formation in general? Wherever there is a fixed end, we can expect a node formation there. Where we will find an antinode? Wherever there is a free end, there surely we will be finding an antinode formation. So, that is actually the concept, basic concept one need to understand just before taking up the concepts of harmonic formation in the case of pipes, in the case of vibrating strings and other things like.